on this episode of Game Chasers.
I pass a lot of gas.
Billy finds another gem.
I actually have a cold at the recording of this, so if I sound a little extra sexy.
Everyone knows Texas is a big state.
Which means we got a lot of games here, and it's our job to find them. Hey, I'm Billy.
And I'm Jay.
We've known each other since the 90s. We've been gamers all our lives.
And now we're collectors.
Join us on our epic quest to rescue retro games from the dustbins of obscurity.
And give them a proper home in our game rooms. We're getting up extra early today. It's Friday morning. We caught wind of this huge flea market in Bowie, Texas called Second Monday.
I've never been to one of these once a month flea markets, so don't really have any idea what to expect.
Are you kidding me? So this is what being up in the morning is like? You have to go through traffic like this?
Yeah. Bowie's actually about an hour north of Fort Worth. You know, driving around Texas, it can be pretty boring sometimes. I mean, you pass this just trees and plains, and the occasional barn will pop up, the occasional building with Mega Man painted on the front. There's a building with Mega Man painted on the front.
So we roll into town about 9:30.
One more turn and we're at this flea market, this huge flea market. The website built this thing up to be just ginormous.
Shut up, bitch.
I can't wait to see it. I can't believe what I'm looking at here. It looks like there's 7 people at this flea market right now.
It's empty. It looks like a ghost town. And we asked a couple of guys that were there. You know, we're like, hey, where's this grand flea market at that we heard of?
It really starts, it kicks in the most tomorrow. They're setting up right now.
And they're like, oh, Friday's a setup day.
I'm not happy right now, dude.
I cannot believe we drove an hour for this.
The big day is Saturday and Sunday. It's not what the website said.
Whoever's in charge of running the website, you need to change that. It's very misleading. We walked around the flea market anyway.
Well, we're going around here and we're coming across a lot of interesting people, I will say that.
I know you're in Texas when the Christmas lights are shotgun shells. Boom, 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 boom.
Do you know offhand if anybody around here, like any vendors you know, sell only any old Nintendo games to our games?
Well, there might be in some of the covered enclosed building. That's all like I say, you go in there and look and see. You never know what one fella has. They may have Nintendo this month and they have totally different junk the next month. Oh, that's my boom box. I put that Texas music on it. I gotta have my boom boom. I gotta have something to pass time.
Oh yeah.
You get old, you like music kind of passes time because you pass a lot of gas also, but music is the best.
This freaking stinks like mothballs in a raccoon crab.
All right, there is actually one person selling games. The only problem with that is it's just crap.
Some of them definitely is a factory ship. There might not be.
No, it's not.
We get it from a guy that puts them in truck stop convenience stores all over the country. So it's a distribution center. They definitely have some good stuff. They sell stuff.
Still though, this is really cool to have in the box.
Yeah, agree. Had some box games. Picked up a complete in-box WCW NWO Revenge on Nintendo 64. Me and Billy played that a lot back in the day. Billy could never beat me and would wind up throwing down the controller and storming out of my house.
I used to whoop him so bad.
I could set my watch by it. After about his 17th loss, he'd had enough and literally throw the controller down on the ground and be like, dude, don't break my controller.
I was always usually king of the ring. I was the champion most times.
And there he goes to the front door, slamming it like a child.
I was the alpha dog in N64 wrestling. You know, they all looked up to me.
Sometimes he'd be like, I gotta go do laundry on his way out.
The 90s.
Very disappointing, to say the least.
It literally took us about 15 minutes to hit every vendor that was there at the time.
So basically the only thing left to do now is cruise the town and see, you know, if we can hit up some pawn shops and maybe get lucky.
I want to try to salvage the day as much as possible just because it's so far away from home. It's not like it's down the road.
Well, let's go. Let's check it out.
You know what? Let's just freaking park right there and walk around.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Here in Texas, where we found a cowboy hat made out of freaking beer boxes.
Oh, look. Especially when one of them's Coors.
Why settle for champagne and beers when you can have Miller Lite?
So one common problem we're having here going into these pawn shops and these thrift stores is everybody we're talking to is telling us the same thing. Someone was just here last week. Someone was here 2 days ago.
Oh, and he basically goes and buys everything up? Reseller.
Usually he'll come in and pick them up.
Wow, so someone's beating us to the punch, huh?
Yes, and
So-
I'm sure he goes to all of the stores.
Somebody in the Bowie metropolitan area is going around buying all the games up and leaving us with the scraps.
It has to be somebody who's buying the games in town and then is going to come take him back to the flea market tomorrow.
How much would you do for this right here?
$1.50.
$1.50? Okay.
Any game?
What is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. I'm just getting rid of what I've got left there.
In our journeys in Bowie, we go to every thrift store, every pawn store, every antique store.
You never know what you're going to find in these old places.
$5 for the suit.
The Dongo got himself a spiffy little suit, and now he can go around town and be presentable-ish.
Whoa, your tone. It's all wrong.
I got Battletoads on VHS for 50 cents. I got an empty Genesis box for $25. Never know when you can use one of these. And to hold up my britches, I got this snazzy little belt heel for 25 cents. And now I don't have to sag anymore. I love this place. I love this town. You look great.
Thank you.
Still walking around in downtown Bowie, and there's another antique store around here. I'm going to go check this one out too.
Welcome to Nostalgia.
It is an antique store doubling as a restaurant.
15 years we've been coming here every Friday at 12 o'clock.
It's mixed between a restaurant and an antique store and a soda shop. I'll put it into one. This is really cool. I wasn't expecting anything like this.
So we call it nostalgia because of the old things about it. We've been open about 20 years now. We started with just a soda fountain, and we wanted it to be really different from everybody else's. So most of the memorabilia that's on the ceiling is ours when we were kids.
Not only is he the owner and he's waiting tables, he's the mayor of the freaking town.
It's getting late in the day. Small towns like this usually close up pretty early, you know, around 5 o'clock. So we're gonna head on out.
It's just a bad idea.
Yeah, that's a very bad idea. This is not going to end well.
We didn't really find a whole lot here in Bowie, but I really enjoyed the town. The town was filled with some of the nicest people I've ever met.
I like the townsfolk here in Bowie.
My name's Ben Franklin. It's like, well, I'm an alcoholic. I'm wearing a blue shirt. Take a bow.
Round of applause for your mama.
Here it is Saturday, day 2 of the weekend, and we are going to a flea market that happens every weekend out here called Trader's Village.
The problem with Trader's Village is there are several resellers at this place, and they go and they buy all the games up from the small vendors and resell them. And I don't know why we're wearing the same clothes as the day before.
some Metal Gear Solid 3 on PS2. The red cover, it's mine. That's not red cover. If you handed me that, I'd throw it back in your face.
So every booth we go to, same song and dance. All the games are sun faded. All the games are overpriced.
It's very easy to spot the resellers. The resellers always have an area dedicated in their booth towards games. The ones you gotta look for are the booths that have a few games thrown in just with a bunch of other junk. So if they have something very rare, chances are they're not gonna know it.
We pretty much know where all the booths are at this point. You know, 'cause like I said, we've been here before, nothing has changed.
We're gonna go ahead and go out to the back where these resellers are and see what they have.
So we walk into this lady's booth and, you know, immediately we go right to the Nintendo games and Billy finds another gem.
I could not believe what I was looking at. I reached in and I pulled out Little Samson.
It's yours, dude. It's yours.
You serious?
It's yours.
Sure.
Yeah.
Dude, this is freaking rare.
I know. It's yours.
Billy finds another extremely rare game, decides to show some mercy and tells me that you know, it's mine this time.
Woo! All right.
It's pretty happy.
So yeah, I gave him the game, but all this carrying and sharing stuff is over with. It's run its course. It's game on from now on.
I, of course, take the game and I turn to the lady and say, hey, how much?
15. Okay.
You're gonna spend $15 on a game.
Huh?
I'm sorry. He's a cheapskate.
We'll talk later. We'll talk in a minute. We'll see. Hang on. We'll see. We'll see.
Better deal when you buy more than two.
There we go.
She said $15. Wow.
Man, I like this lady.
It didn't stop there. I actually found a Bomberman 2 and I found Baseball Stars 2. Not too terribly rare, but not too common either.
Find a game called Chubby Cherub.
It's a pretty rare game, but it's actually not that expensive.
You two better hurry up. I am starving.
Hey, why don't you shut your freaking face?
One of my previous co-workers from like 10 years ago, who has a YouTube channel coincidentally, shows up literally 10 minutes after we were at this shop.
So what have you found so far?
Well, keep your voice down.
I could just see the defeat in his face.
Too little, too late, man.
I think he blamed his wife actually for not catching those himself because she was trying to buy a quote stupid purse, I think.
If I would have just got here 20 minutes earlier, that could have been me.
He knew that he was just minutes away from getting that game himself, and I think it was at that point he realized the way game chasing go.
Luck comes our way, you know, if it's not here, you know, somewhere else, you know.
Yeah, because some dude apparently is going around buying everything around town the week before the flea market starts, so he can go back and resell them. So yeah, we got.
You know,
it just happens.
Look at the draw, man.
Yeah,
you know,
happens.
you win some, you lose some.
So I go to this lady, I hand her all the games. She's sitting there going through them.
Some of them original wood. This is 8. I know what that is.
Okay.
8. 10 on this one because it's 20. 10. 10. 10.
Okay, can I get 5 on the virtual board?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll go ahead and do that.
The lady goes, I'll do 10 apiece on them. So I was like, all right, deal. Wasn't gonna argue. Paid the lady, walked out, happy.
And then she says, oh, someone had that in their hand earlier.
What? Then why would they not have bought it?
I don't know.
$15 is just too much on Little Samson? Come on now.
He got Little Samson for $10. You can't beat that deal. Well, unless you get Flintstone Surprise at Dinosaur Peak for $5. But hey, not everyone can do that now, can they? So we're visiting a few more booths here at the Traders Village Flea Market. Nothing stood out, all overpriced stuff like usual. So we're gonna head on out.
This traffic is stupid, man. Where do you want to go to now? Game Exchange?
Nah, I don't feel like traveling all the way out there.
Yeah, how's it going, man? My name is Jay. I'm with the Game Chasers. You guys have let us film there before. We were thinking about coming back in tonight. Is there any chance we can bring our cameras in?
Sure, man.
Okay. Were you there last time we were there?
Yeah, I was here.
Did you see the last episode?
Flintstone thing, man.
What do you?
Dude, after that happened, I went to every one of the games to make sure that wasn't happening again.
Are you serious? Well, hell, I don't know if we're coming back then.
I'm joking, dude.
Yeah, no, dude, something like that happens. It wasn't, you know.
That was awesome, dude. I was like, I can't believe that happened. I was doing. I mean, that's what great things, you know.
Yeah, it's actually I just found a Little Samson. So here's a little spoiler for you for the next episode. I just found a Little Samson for $10.
No way.
Yeah, I swear to God.
I'm having a hard time letting Bowie go. Like, I have to go just to make sure that either A, there's nothing there, or B, we go there and find what is there. I can't let it go, so I tell Billy, I'm like, hey, I want to go back to Bowie tomorrow. And before I can even finish the sentence, he was like, okay. We get to Bowie, it's alive and happening. Walk this place, find nothing. Very disappointing.
Kind of a bust, kind of a big bust actually, but I'm glad we came because now we know not to come back. Jay out.
You go out an hour and go to a small town, you expect there to be at least a little more of a chance to run across something rare. And that was our thinking going to this flea market. Come to find out, the rare stuff was right in our own backyard. The only thing that you can even say about that, and the only way to kind of wrap up the whole weekend, is to just sit back, reflect on it, and think to yourself, that's just the way game chasing go.
That's the way game chasing go.
Extra shirt, my deodorant.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. I can see that.
Toothbrush.
Toothbrush, yes.
Some medicine. I've been kind of sick.
Did you tummy hurt or something?
I've been kind of sick.
You've been sick. Okay.
You know, us fat people, we get heartburn, so there's some heartburn medicine.
I can see that.
And
it's got fruit in it. That's cool.
Of course, 1990 Reproduction World Championships cartridge.